What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Happy 2026. It's crazy because this video, by the title and thumbnail, as you can see, marks, I did the math earlier, 6.5 years since this car was last running. Last on the channel, and well, as you're gonna see, it is running again. We're gonna go do a cold start. I just wanted to show you this. Currently it is 6 degrees outside. The car has been sitting for almost 3 weeks in the driveway. Basically got it out of the shop, which is a whole nother thing that we'll get into. Got it out of the shop, towed it to the house, parked it in the driveway, and there it has been sitting. So the battery was new from the parts store, but I don't know how it's gonna hold up to 3 weeks of just sitting. So we're gonna go try to crank it. I just tried opening the hood, just try to see if I could just check everything out beforehand, but my hood latch is frozen. So I think we're just gonna start it up and see what happens. Follow along. I just came out and blew all the snow off of it with my leaf blower, which I don't know why I've never used that before. That was sweet. Here she sits, pretty much the same as the last time that we saw her. I just aired up the tires yesterday as well. I'm gonna get a little camera set up here and let's see if this battery will crank it over. We do have a clock, so that's good. But there's a large part of me that thinks this thing is not gonna start. Oh my gosh, no way. Yeah, I was trying to pull. Oh. Did I get it? Oh, I think I might have gotten it. Let's go see. Woohoo! Oh yeah, baby. Look at us go. For a few minutes now. Checked over a few things. I had one vacuum line on the intake that wasn't quite hooked up right, so I fixed that just to make sure we don't have any lean codes or conditions. Otherwise, I think everything seems to be okay. Get rid of that. Should we get maybe just a little exhaust clip here? Ooh, just a little one? Try out this new mount that I got and just kind of see how this goes for some point of view footage. This guy in here, get the hood closed, and we're just going to go through a quick little test drive. I do know, come on, I do know that the, what was I going to say? Oh, my fucking hood latch. I haven't missed this. This is the one part of this car. I do know that my rear brakes are grinding. I wouldn't be surprised if we can hear that at some point in today's video. But let's see yeah, I need to adjust my shifter linkage too. Forgot I haven't done that, but there's reverse. I also need to adjust my idle. My power steering doesn't work unless I'm on the gas, but that's okay. I love having no ABS and really terrible tires. That's fun. Definitely need to be careful, but it does drive, it does run, it does move. She'll break them loose still, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, this is a fun car. It has been so long since I've driven this car. The no ABS and really terrible tires really is just a horrible way to set up this car. Rear brakes sound wonderful. I am slightly concerned about the temperature gauge because I'm not getting a ton of heat, granted, like, I don't know. And I did not see my fans turn on yet, so we're gonna do just a short drive, bring her back to the house, and then just kind of check her over and see, make sure our fans are moving. But for right now, I'm just gonna kind of watch that temp gauge. The car still rides really good. I have no idea the age of the suspension, but it's still, like, feels fine. Feels a lot better with the tires filled up to the proper level. The last time I test drove it was 10 PSI in one of the tires and maybe 5 in one of the other ones. Like, I shouldn't have even been driving it, but you know, I didn't really have any other way to do anything about it, so we just made it work. Let's do this quick little loop. The temp gauge is still staying kind of normal, but it seems like it might be creeping up a little bit. Thing is wild. Definitely got to be careful with stopping. Well, that was kind of fun. These tires are from, I think, somewhere in 2016. I'm not totally sure. They look like they maybe have 1,000 miles on them, but they're some really cheap tires, and I don't really know too much about them, but they're definitely not, they're not it for safety in the snow. They are it, however, for slidey in the snow. Just gotta be careful. Transmission shift's really good though. Good news, our temp gauge isn't moving with all the playing around that I'm doing. All the issues that I had with the transmission definitely are resolved. It's nice to have this thing just shift like it's supposed to and do everything that it needs to. I still don't really have great heat, but I also think the thermostat in this car might not be working properly, so there is that. non-ABS cars are one of those cars that you always have to be mindful, because you can't just hit the brakes and expect the car to stop or not lose control. Like if you hit the brakes and you're in a corner, like you're locking them up, especially if you don't have the tires to stop you. Oh, seatbelts. I still have no movement from either fan, so I do think I have some sort of issue there. I'm pretty sure I connected them. It also looks like right down there my alternator bracket tightening bolt has slipped up, so that is something we're going to have to take a look at. Not the end of the world, but could cause some weird slack in the belt. I do have the cam gear cover for this as well. Sure does run good though. Well, we do got some heat coming out. My temp gauge isn't in like a dangerous spot, and I don't have any light on, which I think that's an ECM link thing. I'm not sure if this car stock has an over temp light at all, but it is creeping up as we're sitting here idling. When we were driving around, it did come down quite a bit. I tried pushing the AC button to see if I could get my AC fan to kick on, but I don't have the compressor hooked up with a belt, and I don't know if there's like something I don't have plugged in or something on that nature. I'm really just not sure. But not having fans, I'm definitely gonna want to probably take a look at that and just see where normal is, and just kind of figure out where my okay safe ranges are. I will want to throw a thermostat in it too. I just didn't really want to do it when I did the actual first rebuild, or second rebuild I should say, which I do owe you guys a story time on here shortly as well. But I think for right now we're going to shut it down and head back into the house, do a little research on the fans and when they are supposed to turn on and things like that, just so that I can make sure I'm not going to do something that could harm anything, because I don't want to run anything too hot, which it didn't seem like it was that hot, and it's really cold, so like that's not the biggest issue right now, but it is still something that's slightly concerning. I would like to know where my ranges are so that I at least don't do something stupid in the first 100 miles of driving this car. Okay, so I ended up doing some research, coming back out here and taking another drive. The lower and upper radiator hoses were hot for sure. Obviously, the car was running, but like they weren't to the point where it was something that I was concerning. Like I could still touch them with my hand and, you know, fine, whatever. So all in all, not really all too concerned. Thought I smelled gas for a second, so I just took a deep breath. So cool if this thing starts. I looked over a bunch of stuff underneath the hood and made sure nothing was leaking. I did fix my loose alternator. Otherwise, everything else has seemed pretty good. The rear brakes are shot, like they are metal to metal for sure on the back passenger side. So I did look into some parts for that, because who knows how rusty those calipers are. I know I have a broken bleeder screw on my Talon that I haven't dealt with. For now, the car does run. I'm gonna take it on a nice little test run just a little bit further now here as soon as she gets a little bit more warmed up. I checked all my lights. Those do work as well. There is one bulb in the front that I need to replace, but all in all, for a car that's been sitting for 6.5 years, and even before that, I don't know quite how long it had been sitting, a few years, and it had only had 600 miles on it between that. So like this car has sat for a very long time. The odometer currently reads 134,622. Look at, we just cold started it again. And she runs so good. I do need to deal with the wipers and washer fluid, because to have a car in Minnesota that runs in the winter, you do want to have washer fluid. So I do have all the hoses still, the sprayers are still there. I do have the tank, but there's a crack in it. So I think I can probably do something to secure it, but watch the speed of these wipers. Oh wow, that was a lot better than I expected. Before they were like really slow. But anywho, really cool. Oh, I still have to adjust my shifter linkage too. This thing, like when I put it into reverse here, of course it'll go, but like you can see it's not really in there. So I just need to adjust that. The story time on kind of what all happened and how this car is running again will happen in the next video. This, I just wanted to show you guys an update. It's running, it's driving, and really get myself to spend a little bit of time on it and just see what happens. So that is gonna be all for now. I'll probably put some little clips up here of it in the parking lot of where I'm going. Otherwise, thanks so much for following along and sticking with it, and we'll see you in the next one.